country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches.
Alright, hold on. Stop doing that. We're out in the middle of nowhere. So, okay, here's the thing. We don't know where we're at. We don't know where anybody's going to be coming from. We don't know our surroundings. I don't really feel like being somebody's target practice today, okay? Whatever. Let's keep going.
Peaches come from the can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. If I had my little way, I'd eat peaches
Damn
every day.
it!
So, zombie apocalypses are pretty cool. I mean, I don't have any real like weaponry skills with like guns and like pew, but I do have like these awesome fists that I can punch zombies in the face with. So, I mean, it's alright in that aspect, but really when you're in a zombie apocalypse, it's kind of like sex. Because it may not happen, but you always want to be prepared for it.
So, I was just wondering, why do they call you Britt?
Well, actually, I spent a lot of time in England going to school to be a biochemist. Spent a lot of time over there trying to come up with some chemical weapons. I'm not supposed to share that, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore because most people are dead. Wasn't very good at it, and they kind of fired me, so that's kind of why I'm back over here.
And it's Frank, right?
Yeah.
So, I understand that we left the city to get away from the military and all, but the country isn't a very populated area. How are we going to eat? Not that I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, well, we got a few weeks to figure that out.
Weeks? How do you figure that?
Well, Britt, you're the scientist, even if you're a piss poor one. Why don't you take this?
Alright, well, let's see. Where do I start? Well, actually, what it is, Liz, is you're basically one step above being a corpse. And what's going on in your body is the toxins from the poison in there is what's slowing everything down in your body. And because of that, it essentially lets you go for a really long time because you're running at a very, very minimal level.
Okay, I'm blonde, so that means what?
Well, what it means is basically you eat it and then it sticks to your thighs for weeks.
Or actually, in this case, it's going to be your digestive system. Really, a glass of water or milk at this point would do you better than eating a ton of brains. Speaking of which, we should probably find something to drink soon.
Seriously?
Yeah?
First off, where are we going to find the cup?
I mean, look around.
No, do you see a cup? I don't see a cup. Do you see a cup? I don't see one.
Actually, there's a cup right there. Get over it.
You know what? Hold on. That cup's dirty. How are we going to clean the cup?
Clean the cup?
Yeah, clean the cup, because I'm not drinking out of a dirty cup.
No, we're not going through this again.
Oh, come on.
You, like I said, are one level.
No, that's what you told her.
Well, regardless, you still know this. You're dead.
I like clean stuff.
It doesn't matter. You're dead.
Okay.
Look, I can look. I'll wipe it off with my shirt. Will that make you happy?
No, you're covered in blood underneath that.
It don't give it extra flavor.
Extra flavor?
Yeah, you know you like it, so you're just going to have to get over it. We're getting the cup, and we're going to get some water.
Well, the water's going to be dirty too.
Well, you know what?
Fine, let's go.
Fountain? There. You happy? It's clean.
Liz, go fetch us some water.
Is that a woman joke?
No, it's not a woman joke.
Go to the kitchen.
I just don't want to deal with dirty water.
Make me a sandwich.
Sandwich actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, maybe like a brain sandwich?
That's disgusting.
What does she
Women.
expect? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get your
Oh.
water.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll let you start.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking this because...
Freaking dirty cup.
It's to hydrate your body,
Right.
which makes you sweat.
And I need to sweat because...
Actually, what sweating does is it helps bring the toxins from your blood to your skin, which helps create a biochemical compound that fight the microorganisms that are essentially making your body decay.
Stumbling over your words, crappy scientist.
Shut up.
So basically it keeps us alive longer.
Bingo. But we don't have to worry about it so much in the winter.
Why is that?
Well, basically the cold slows down the microorganisms that attack your body and makes them basically ineffective on decay.
Basically, we're like steaks in a freezer.
Or Walt Disney.
Yeah. They're gonna cure me someday. I got news for you, Pinocchio. They're probably not. Actually, you know what? It's probably closer to like Jack Nicholson at the end of The Shining.
Alright, I guess that makes sense, but what about the milk you mentioned earlier?
Well, because it, calcium helps keep your bones strong.
Duh.
She really is blonde.
Say that again.
Thanks.
Yeah. Just because we're zombies doesn't mean that nutrients goes out the door.
Right.
I mean, we don't want to end up like a bowl of Jello because our bones fall apart.
Well, we won't end up like Jello, but we don't want to be decrepit either.
Not to sound like a dumb blonde, but why do we eat people?
Well, good question. Have you ever heard of stem cells?
Well, yeah.
Well, basically what we do when we eat people is our digestive system breaks down all the meats and materials that we eat, then extracting the stem cells from there, which then our body gets its core nutrients needed to survive, and then we keep living.
Oh, we keep living.
Well,
Okay.
kind of living.
I just want to make sure,
Yeah.
Mr. Scientist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, jerk.
Hey, easy with the violence and the bloody hands.
Stop it.
So basically, I'm like Wolverine from the X-Men.
That's kind of badass, really.
Yeah, it is. It's a real shame you gotta die for us, though.
Yeah, that's the only part that sucks.